Welcome viewers to episode 6 of the Roo Studios Tekkit 1.2.9G version in the Let's Play world. You may not hear any Minecraft sound at the moment because my internet's down, and for some reason the audio is not working at all on the on this game. I've turned my computer off and on, and yep, for some reason there's no audio because the only reason I can think of is because my internet's down. I really don't know, but I've switched it to peaceful, so there's not going to be any mobs bothering us this time, and we can crack on. So where was I last time? I think we were using our turtles to dig some stuff out, and I've done a little bit of updating on our machines here. Okay, so you see a little item duck here. I can show you how to use those, and we were setting up our downstairs service room area so that we can hide all of our pipes and bits and pieces. So I'll just see if I've got me. I'll just go and get my my wrench, and we'll go ahead and it's a little bit unnerving not having any sound, but we'll go ahead and get our wrench and we'll go and set this. There it is. Set this up. Now notice I have a big yellow backpack here. I made this offline, and I'll show you how to make that. But what this does, it's really cool. It gives us all that extra storage power, right? So really handy pools. I wouldn't go with a small backpack. I'd go with the big one because it gives you this much extra room to store stuff, and we really need this stuff when we start doing start collecting resources. But we'll come back to that in a little bit. So just want to give you an update of where we are on our storage facility. I made a total of 6 turtles, and they went digging merrily away, and this is the end result of our service room. Okay, so you've got heaps of room in here, and we can now run pipes all through our base underneath it, up above, and have them going through the floor into our area. Okay, and we can get around here fairly easy. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'll grab some slabs. That hole there, by the way, is a hole down to our mine shaft. Okay, down there. I put a water drop down there so we can just drop down pretty easy. Okay, so let me just go up and we'll grab some slabs, and we'll get our wrench and we'll disconnect all this, and I'll move over all the power stuff downstairs. Okay, so what are you after? Slabs. There we go, some of those. Don't need wire. I need some leadstone energy. Get some iron ducts. I don't think I need stone fluid pipes. I do need fluid ducts though. I may need to make some more of those. So let's have a look at the recipe for that. That one there. Lead and copper. So I've got a heap of lead and copper here. So it's over. It's out this side. Okay. Pretty sure I've been smelting a little bit now that I've got this thing set up. I've been smelting a whole heap of stuff. So there's some lead, so I'll get just 10 of those. Still try and use it sparingly. And we'll make some more pipe. Okay, that should be enough for now. So now next thing I've got to figure out is where I'm going to put all this this tubing, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a false wall behind here so that I can run pipes, and eventually I'll have 5 or 6 pulverizers feeding stuff in. I'll have 5 or 6 redstone furnaces feeding stuff through, so I can get bulk work happening through it. But to do that, you need to run pipes around the back and feed things in and have them going certain places. And eventually I'll have it feeding into a storage system at the end. We're not quite there yet. What we need to make is I think it's an advanced energistics, applied energistics mod. And what we're going to make is the ME controller. This fella here. And that takes a fair bit. So the advanced processor, we look at that. We need a redstone diamond chipset to make that. We need an assembly table. For the assembly table to work, we need lasers, and yeah, it gets a bit big. So a little bit away from that yet. but we'll come back to that. So what I'm going to do is just hold the shift down and right click with the wrench. It instantly removes your ducts. That one there, get rid of that, and I don't think it does that. No, it doesn't. So we'll just destroy that. Okay. The rest of the stuff can stay up here, and I might just, I think for the time being, I might just put it here and run a false wall in through here somewhere. So if I just place some cobblestone, so I might run them through there, and then have a false wall. So 1, 2, 3, and that'll be my false wall there. So I can run, in fact, I'll go a bit further forward. I'll bring it up to here. And I'll run a 3 wide false wall. So 1, 2, 3. Just gives me a bit of room to move around if I need to. Alright, and I'll have my first power conduit come up out of that one there. Okay. So let's go and see where that is at. Okay, that's pretty good. So it's just there. So what I'm going to do is I'll set up our lava thing roughly central, about there somewhere. That looks pretty central. So I'll just place a slab down right there. The ender tank with the lava in it, right there. Turn that to an output and run the fluid duct. Now, what I might do is run it up, I think. Oops. Hold the shift key down, place it on, and head up. So I'm a little bit high here, but that's alright. I'll just come out. There's more fluid duct. Oh, hang on a sec. No, I'm wrong. We don't want this. We want... That was a bit silly. We want this to go to a magmatic dynamo. And then we run the fluid duct. So let's put the another slab down. And... Oh, what are we doing here? That. That. And then our leadstone energy conduit. If we don't have enough of this, then we'll have to make some more. But we might be okay. Yeah, we'll go this way. And there. Whoop, not there. There. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head upstairs. I'll break down those, and right here I'll put the first pulverizer. Like that. Then what I might do is I need to make some pipes. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's just get that leadstone pipe up one more to there. Then plonk it on that. Okay, there's our power coming up. That's good. So that's working. So along here, I put more pulverizers as I build them, and then I might put another. How many is that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another. I'll put the redstone furnace there. Now I'm not sure if let's give it a whirl, shall we? I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can place a chest on these and actually get them to feed into the furnace. It'd be handy if you could, but I don't think it works that way. Where are you? Aluminium. nothing going in there. So what I'm going to do here at the moment, I'm going to knock down all this, and I'm going to run the leadstone pipe all the way along here, there and there. So now when I put more stuff down, the power will be there automatically straight away. Yeah, so it's not working. So we can't put a chest on top and have it feed directly into our machines here. So what am I going to do here? I used to run what I might do is just, if I go one above and run it straight around the back into there, then an output from there into a chest. I might do that. So I might still put the chest on top, like so, and but this time put a item duct there and there, and get my wrench out and make that a reversing one. Now I don't know, I may need to put a servo in there, but let me just grab some ore out and see if I can see if that works. What do I need? Let's use some quartz dust. No, not quartz dust, some of that. So if I put that in there, no, alright, so I need a servo in there. So if I put a servo on that, then I can go and configure it, ignore the, and there she goes. Okay. Feeds in, so it goes in there, in the duct and into the machine here. And what I can do then is change the output to orange. That doesn't need to have anything. Input on that side doesn't need to be, and the bottom doesn't need to be anything. There we go. So we have an input on the back, an output on this side. So that's the back, and they're the only two outputs we have. Okay, and there we have. So we got, oh, that's strange. Why didn't that work? I thought that was, I must have changed it to an output and it came back out again. That's interesting. Oh, I know what happened. What happened? Alright, what happened is it did the job. It went in there and it came through. And what I was doing is, as I was flicking through these configurations here, the top one, I must have flicked it through a output, and it went straight out of there into the chest, and it ended up in the chest, which is pretty clever. In fact, you could probably do that. The only problem is, I think it'll just keep feeding into the pulverizer. I might try that, just leave it as an output up to there. And get rid of that one. See how that goes. That's an interesting way of doing it. Makes it a very nice small machine that you jam stuff in there and it pumps out as a dust. You may end up running out of space. If you fill that up though, you may end up running out of space and it might just jam the machine up. But we'll see how that goes. That'll do for now. And we should be able to do the same with this machine, and I'm out of space. Alright, so there we have it. We've now down, all of our pipes are now hidden. They'll be hidden eventually. We just cover those with a wall, and eventually what I'll do is I'll run a line all the way through here. We'll have a ender chest into a storage system, and we'll show you how all that works at a later stage. And basically what we can do is you spend all your time in front of the storage system and you just run chests to that and pipes everywhere, and it just sorts it all out and gives you stacks and stacks of space. So that's all pretty good. What I can do down here now is I can now run this leadstone pipe anywhere around the base, all from that. Now you can, depending on how much power you get output, if it starts to find it slows down a little bit, just run some more fluid pipe and what might end up doing is just running a line out here with another magmatic dynamo, and one out that way with a magmatic dynamo, and so on and so forth. And just spread it out a little bit and even out the power, because these things store 40,000 RF redstone flux. So at this stage, we're not going to run out of power anytime soon. Okay, so I'm just going to go and try and there's actually one other thing. The backpack. Let's go into the backpack. It should only take a little while. To make a backpack, all we need is, let's pick on, so you've got the small ones here, and I don't use those. I don't use those ones. I make sure I get the large backpacks. Now the colours is just a straight dye, right? Or you can just leave it as a straight backpack, which is that one. But to make it, all you need is, hang on, no, get out of there first. Here is tan leather, and to make tan leather you need some bound leather in a smelting bound leather, and to make that you need heaps and heaps of string and 2 bits of leather, and you need 8 of those to make a backpack. The small ones, these little fellas here, they're not quite so much. They're just straight leather on a die, but you don't get a lot of space on those. Now to make leather, and this is why I've been keeping all my zombie brains. I love this. So you get your zombie brains here, go into the redstone furnace, okay, plonk your zombie brains in there, and bang, there you go, you got leather. Alright, every single time. It's awesome. So zombie brains, that's why I leave it at normal. Kill your zombies and you just get heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of leather. Don't worry about the cows. Cows can live for now, and we don't need food for them either, which is pretty cool. But we'll end up making a cow farm eventually because of the Mine Factory mod. So you got 8, and all you do is you go into your crafting table and make a little backpack. Now the little backpack storage, by comparison, I'll probably not throw this away, but that's alright. You look at, we got heaps more, and then you look at the little one, you only got one more there. Okay, so the big backpack is worth the weight. Start shearing sheep, because you can put wool into the pulverizer and you get a heap of string, right, which is what you want. It's what, 7 pieces of string per tanned leather, so 7/8, you need 56 string to get a backpack, so it's fair whack. The other thing I found to save on storage space is you can actually compact or compress dirt, gravel and cobblestone, and you know, as you mine you get stacks and stacks and stacks of cobblestone. So what you can do is you can take your cobblestone and you can fill it up with fill your crafting table up with it, like so. Okay, and you get compressed cobblestone. When you pull it out, bang, compressed cobblestone. So all that cobblestone we had there is now in less than a stack. And basically what you can do is you can fill it up, and when that gets to full, you can actually double compress it. So this all compressed, this one's double compressed dirt, so you get those 9 compressed all in your filter again, and you can go up to 5 times to compress your dirt. So you can do that 5 times. So you can imagine how much dirt you can compress. Okay, so that's what I've been up to. My turtles are down in the mines digging my herringbone out at the moment, giving me resources, and I'll take you down there on the next episode. So as it is for now, I'll dress this up and show you what it looks like a little bit later on the next episode, and we'll go from there. Downstairs, there's a lot of room downstairs. I might actually make that my oil storage, and we might go pump some oil as well when we get there. So hope you enjoy it. If you're liking this series, please subscribe and like the channel. It helps me out, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.